Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's third video, doing JMA Friday for today's third video. So as always on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with Japanese and CFS V2 models. And it's going to take us into like the second week of December, just about, I think. So I shall get on that for you in a second. Just say about the first video releasing was our 7 AM upload. We also released the GWV 42 day / 6 weeks. Look, we've got a 10 to 14 day coming up for you later on. So I'll be live streaming tonight at 10 o'clock. Going to be an epic day today of content. So please keep checking back to the channel for all of the updates and videos and live streams and everything else that's coming on today. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Right, let's start off with the week 1 500 millibar height anomaly flowchart from the Arctic and North Pole view down. So this is the North Pole just here. This is the wider Arctic circle around there. And then we've got the mid-latitudes through here. So blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure, yellow, orange and red, to above average heights, which is high pressure. We need to break it down to week periods. And the first week period take us from the 12th through to the 19th of November, the week that we're currently in. So, we begin with above average heights, right over top of UK and I. Going to be an anti-cyclonic week coming up. Below average heights, low pressure out to the northwest, jet stream push northwards as well. So, generally looking mild and dry, really, in the weekend with that big area of high pressure control of the weather. We go through to week 2, which is going to be the 19th to 26th of November, and we find the high pressure be above average heights, pulling out to our west, below average heights to the north and to the northeast. The jet stream wind flow is on like a northwest-southeast trajectory and alignment. So still under high pressure. That's a little bit more unsettled, particularly so for the north. Might be a little bit cooler as well as we bring in the wind from off the North Atlantic, but certainly not a particularly cold signal, you have to say. Probably still relatively mild even. And then weeks 3 and 4 will take us from the 26th of November to the 10th of December, and we look like that. So quite a complicated picture, really. We've got a mid-Atlantic ridge going on, high pressure in the middle of the North Atlantic with low pressure up towards Greenland. That's trying to continue like a westerly flow. We have also got like a Scandinavian high appearing. That's going to try and bring the wind into the east, of course. And then we have some low pressure down here, which is hinting at like a negative LEO type pattern. So it's a very complicated scenario, and quite what weather we will get with that remains to be seen, I think. Remember, it's a 2-week anomaly, so it could be transitional. Something like a westerly sort of third week, week 3 might be going on there, and then the Scandinavian high sort of takes over for week 4. Anything like that could be happening in a 2-weekly anomaly. So, quite strange, quite unusual to see such conflicting sort of signals there for weeks 3 and 4. Right, let's have a look at tropical and mid-latitude views. So we can't see the Arctic, North Pole, Scandinavia, Greenland, all those areas are off the chart up here. But we've had a look at that view down so we know what's going on. The British Isles and Ireland in the top right-hand corner, even of the chart as you're looking at it. So reminder of the week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly with high pressure right over top of the country. Going to be mostly dry and very mild. Look at the temperature anomaly for this next week from the 12th through to the 19th of November. Above average temperatures. And precipitation wise, look like that. So it remains mild and average to our south, a little bit cooler average away to our north and west, near normal everywhere else. Generally quite a dry week coming up. No, we don't want to go there. We want to go there. Right, okay, this is week. This is going to be week 2. So this is going to be taking us from 19th to 26th of November. The high pressure then moves out into the middle of the Atlantic. Again, maybe decided bringing something a little bit cooler from the northwest, but still quite a bit of influence from high pressure. Temperature does lower a bit, so it's not as warm in week 2, but still, it's average to slightly above probably, and still rather dry of an average as well. So just cooling down slightly there, perhaps for week 2. And then weeks 3 and 4 takes us from the 26th of November to 7th of December. And we take the high pressure into the middle of the North Atlantic. We've got low pressure up here. We've got low pressure down there. And we've also got high pressure, which we can't see, but high pressure is trying to get going up over Scandinavia. So it is a complicated pattern. This is how the overall temperature anomaly looks for weeks 3 and 4. It's close to maybe slightly above average. Notice though, on the continent, it is actually going colder than average. That might hint a little bit of an easterly flow beginning to set up, from that Scandinavian high through weeks 3 and 4. Precipitation-wise, again, very close to average, perhaps a little bit on the dry and average side of the south, maybe a little bit on wetter than average side of the north. Not a particularly big deviation. Right, so that's JMA. This is how a CFS compares. So again, means a 500 millibar heights breaking down into week periods, and the first week period will take us from the 12th through to the 18th of November. The coming week is dominated by high pressure, so both models are in agreement about that, but we start off with loads of high pressure in control in the next week. High pressure is still dominating weather in week 2, 19th to 25th November, but it kind of pulls a little bit to our west, which perhaps brings in slightly more of a northwesterly type flow, the trough of low pressure digging into northern and northeast Europe. That will probably take winter down the eastern side of Europe and into the northeast of Europe. A blast of cold weather there. We're on the periphery of that, but probably a little bit cooler anyway, with that high pressure pulling to our west. Week 3 will be the 26th of November to 2nd of December. Then we get higher pressure to the south, maybe around Greenland as well. Some low pressure towards the northeast. Winds probably in from like a southwesterly direction, so relatively mild with that. And then week 4, and this is rather different to what the JMA was showing. This is the 3rd to the 9th of December. No sign of a Scandinavian high at all. We've got low pressure up here, and high pressure could just continue to sit over into the south of the country, which again will draw up a mild, very mild, or even possibly quite warm southwesterly as we go into early December. Not great for cold lovers, that. This is how the temperature anomaly is looking for week 1, 12th to the 18th of November. That's right, very significantly above average. In the weekend, a warm week to come, really, for the time of the year. Week 2 is the 19th, 25th of November. That's above average too, maybe a degree or so down, but still generally above average temperatures there. Notice most parts of Europe, though, look quite cold over on the continent, so there will be cool down going on there. Week 3 will be the 26th of November, 2nd of December, still a little bit above average. And then week 4 just goes even more above average. This is the 3rd to the 9th of December, so very warm sort of 4 weeks to come, very mild 4 weeks to come. All of the cold is over here, like around Siberia and going in towards Asia as well, parts of Asia. America also looks quite warm too, so we're not alone in this very mild outlook from the CFS V2. Start of December. Finally, precipitation look like that. Week 1, 12th to the 18th of November is drier than average, particularly so to our south. Week 2 is going to be the 19th to the 5th of November. It's drier than average to our south, a little bit wetter than average to our north. Week 3 goes wetter than average, 26th of November, 2nd of December. That's a more unsettled week. And then week 4, we're losing the signal. It's the 3rd to the 9th of December, but I would have thought probably still relatively unsettled, or probably relatively settled actually, as that high pressure builds up from the southwest. Okay, that's it for JMA Friday this week. Remember, it's just a snapshot of what models are showing. Could look completely different next week. Sony forecast beyond 5-7 days comes with big health warnings attached. So that's just how it looks this week. Next Friday, maybe we'll see signs of a little bit of winter. We'll see. Right, we're going to be back shortly with your 10 to 14 day. It's going to include all of the record features. So come back for that then. For JMA Friday for this week, though. That's all for now. And thank you so much for watching.